Hello and welcome to the RVCF Live Link, where we focus on trends and opportunities relevant to today's changing retail landscape.
Joining me today is Kim Zablocky, founder and principal of RVCF. Hello, Kim. Welcome to the podcast.
Glad to be here.
Kim, why don't you give us a bit of background on why RVCF exists?
Sure. Back in the 90s, retailers started to modernize their supply chains and began to develop vendor guides, instructional documents that explains to the supplier how the order should be confirmed, packaged, labeled, what value-added services were required, and shipped. Thus began the vendor performance metrics of complete, on-time, error-free documentation, damage-free. RVCF has focused relentlessly on both sides of the aisle to assure suppliers develop the insight to strive for the perfect order and replenishment fulfillment. In turn, we work with retailers to develop and implement best practices in vendor management, order management, and inventory management. Why all the energy spent to bring these two trading partners together to collaborate? Because noncompliance deductions cost suppliers between 0.3 and 2% of gross invoice. In turn, shipment errors cost retailers by slowing down speed to market, labor costs to correct errors, and lost sales opportunity. If U.S. retail sales is close to $3 trillion, think of the revenue lost because of late shipments, shortages, damaged, mislabeled, wrong SKU, wrong color, wrong size, wrong something. If RVCF can prevent, or better yet, improve our members' performance, we're talking tens if not hundreds of millions of dollars lost to invoice dilution.
Wow. Kim, what do you have planned going forward?
Well, RVCF has expanded both its mission and vision. We now encompass retail planning, forecasting, and replenishment, including global supply chain, inventory visibility, safety and out-of-stock prevention, flow and expected fill rates. Traditional peer group gathering allow for the discussion of root causes, prevention, and solutions. In addition, RVCF offers its entire member base the ability to meet with their counterparts in one-on-one settings at our semi-annual conferences. These secure meetings usually last for 20 to 30 minutes in duration. The return here is that you can attend a RVCF conference and meet with 10 or 15 of your largest retail customers, all in one location. This is a huge savings when it comes to travel and time spent on the road visiting these retailers at their corporate headquarters. Another time and cost savings tool that RVCF offers is the Compliance Clearinghouse. Conceived at our organizational meeting back in the summer of 2000, the vendors asked that they could create a repository of retailers' vendor and routing guide changes. The version today of the VC Clearinghouse is much different than originally designed. Today's Clearinghouse pushes change information to you every morning, changes that are pertinent to your job function. The primary user can set parameters allowing you to receive all or selected changes. Plus, the Clearinghouse dates and retains these changes indefinitely. So in the event of a post-audit, you can reference and copy the change and date instituted. We now have a really cool infographic that explains how valuable the Clearinghouse is in saving suppliers potentially thousands of dollars per order. Once a month, RVCF hosts retail-only and vendor-only conference calls. These calls allow participants to pre-submit questions directed towards their peer group participants to learn or discuss solutions, best practices, or to flush out new ideas that will enhance business process that makes it more efficient by saving time and resources. Vendors have been participating in these type of forums for years, but RVCF launched retail-only calls back in 2011. These calls have grown by both participation as well as subject matter. Of course, RVCF representatives monitor all conversations, written and oral, to assure that they meet antitrust guidelines. RVCF is unlike other retail or vendor organizations or associations that do not get into the trenches of the retail-supply relationship. Many simply focus on industry initiatives, job function, education, or sales. RVCF is about the entire sales cycle. RVCF addresses business process management in planning, forecasting, allocation, purchase order, order fulfillment, and replenishment, technology, invoice, payment, and reconciliation, and sum it up in PLM on both sides of the aisle.
What does the cost structure look like for retailers?
Both the retailers and the manufacturers, wholesalers, pay an annual membership. And of course, there's a registration fee for conference attendance. Many of the RVCF services that are offered are at no cost or limited cost.
Well, thank you, Kim, for all the great information. We hope to hear more from you very soon.
RVCF promotes best practices, trading partner alignment and collaboration, and technology solutions to streamline operations, lower costs, and speed goods to market throughout the retail value chain. For more information about the Retail Value Chain Federation, please visit us on the web at www.rvcf.com.